message from the management. Eating or drinking while watching these videos is not advised. You do this at your own risk. And please don't come running to me when you snot coke all over your computer screen. Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. The clip at the beginning was just something off of Lisa's Instagram, and it's like she has to keep showing the 3-carat earrings now because she thinks she's something, doesn't she? Anywho, where I went, why I went there, why no one gives a fuck. New York girls trip. Oh, it was a girls trip. When did it turn into a girls trip? Luxury shopping haul, carnivore eating, travel outfits and style. And it says New York luxury haul vlog, is that? I can't see, it's got the time over it, so you'll have to see yourselves. Shall we jump in? Why have we got adverts? Hello? I don't do adverts. Right, hang on, let me just check the time and everything while I'm there. Oh no, because it's going to just check.
Hey.
I think I preferred the advert. Right, okay. Joof.
Hey. Okay, I'm back from New York from a girls' trip with Kelly from Mommy's Makeup and Moscato. And just like usual, I went for a reason. Like I'll usually have an event or something like that to go to, and then I will just build a little shopping trip or something around it. And that's what I've done.
Or something. I always build a shopping trip around it. Oh, everything's going all over the place today. Hang on. Boop.
Here, I was there for a photo shoot, and you'll get to see. I haven't even seen the photos, to be honest with you, but I'll tell you all about what it's for and everything when it comes out. So I'm going now and
I was there for a photo shoot.
Getting to my first pictures of when I left. I flew out of here in Wilmington, and just like you know, these videos, I'm going to tell you what we did, what I bought, what I wore, and what I ate, and everything else in between, and what I was thinking. Okay, so we left here at, looks like I got to the airport at 5:06, and they've been working on our airport for a while. So it's not bad though. John just drops me off, and it's a little ramp to go up. So this is my outfit.
Oh, you have to pull all your luggage up a ramp all on your own. Poor widow you.
Flying. It is the outfit that I showed you from Spiritual Gangster. I think I showed it to you in last Friday's video. Loved it. I had it out here. I had all of my new stuff out and things ready to show you. And Sassy took naps on them yesterday, and I could...
You know she's going to do that before you even put them out. So that's when you keep the fucking bedroom door shut so Sassy can't get in and sleep on all your stuff. No, you'd rather show a picture of her and complain about the cat being a cat.
Not make her move. I felt like, well, it was my fault for leaving that out there.
Yes,
she always
it was.
christens everything I bring back. But fabulous outfit. This is my Saint Laurent blazer and my New Balance sneakers, tennis shoes, my Gucci bag, you guys, best bag ever. Probably my all-time favorite tote I have ever bought. That and my Valentino dome tote that I had years and years and years ago, probably 10 or 12 years ago. That's another one, but this one's even better. It is so worth the money if you're in the market for a luxury product. And then I had 2 large suitcases. One is an old cheapie.
Oh, for fuck's sake, have we not even got on the plane yet? can we not?
Pink one, and the other one is my face luggage. And so here we go. Yes, so there's my bag in the airport. There's my outfit. Very comfortable. There's my shoes. I am just not a tennis shoe girl. I'm not a sneaker girl. It's not that I don't like them, but they're just not exceptionally comfortable to me. And I was talking to my mom and dad about it yesterday. I was like, I don't know if it's just that my feet don't just do well in tennis shoes, or if it's because when I wear boots, which they seem to do so much better, it's in the winter.
I don't know if my feet do well in trainers. What does that even fucking mean, Lisa? They do better in boots in the winter. Oh boy. This is going to be a long one, isn't it? Oh! An hour and 11 minutes. No. Mummy, please don't make me do that.
Maybe it's the heat, but my feet, it's a story coming up, but I did have one ankle that was swollen. So here I am on the plane, and I took my Apple earphones because I gave the Bose to Brooke because I hated for them just to sit there, but the Bose are amazing. Brooke is super excited about that, and she says that she really hears the noise canceling thing, and she actually wears them here sometimes when she's steaming and doing stuff because she wants to listen to her podcast and stuff like that. Always, I take my J. Crew oversized wrap, and it is a...
So you prefer the Apple to the Bose then? Why didn't you just say that? Fuck you, Bose. See? You send her PR and that's what happens. She gives it away. Serves you fucking right. You've lost most of the customers on here that would have bought thousands, I'm telling you. Thousands of pounds of Bose stuff that we're not buying now. Thank you very much. That's what I need to do. Somebody said it, I think, in a comment, and I keep meaning to do that as a running list of things. I will get around to that at some point.
Good thing, because especially on the way back, it was so cold on the plane. So, okay, so here I am getting to New York at 8:11. You can't beat that. And then here's the New York sign, 8:21. And then this is how fast they got my bags out. When we got off the plane, I went to the bathroom. I stopped and got a bottle of Diet Coke because I'd been up since 3:30, so I was actually getting hungry. And I knew I might be in traffic a while. So I stopped and got a bottle of Diet Coke. And then I've learned to always get a cup of ice because that's just another way I'm used to getting a lot of water when I'm home. And then I walked to the baggage claim. It's 8:22, and there's my luggage just spinning around. So it was just like so perfect the whole morning. I got to go right up there, get my luggage, went right out. Here's the line of taxis. You know that year, or I think it was last year when John and I went, we got kind of taken at the airport. The guy running up to us and saying, "You want an Uber?" And basically shoved us in his wife's car, and they charged us, I think, probably 3 times as much. And they're there every time. It's like, I'm so glad that I know stuff like that now, because in the same way, they always are so...
How stupid do you have to be to travel somewhere, see a line of fucking registered taxis, and go with the man that's jumping up and down in front of you going, "Uber, Uber, you want Uber, Uber?" Really? Just proves how fucking dim-witted you are. I'm so happy I know about this stuff now at 50 fucking 5. Sorry, Elizabeth. Where is she now? 102.
aggressive. They come right up to you, and they almost act mad if you say no. So now I just tell them no thank you, go get my luggage, go out. I know right where to go and cross and get in a taxi.
I know right where to go.
And so here I am with my drink and my outfit. And then I don't mind the drive to the hotel because I just love looking around. And like these pictures And this little video that I took and stuff probably isn't like that beautiful to you, but it's just, it's just so different. I was just thinking how much in the United States, it's almost like our states are different countries, especially compared to other places and other countries and everything. How different is it from North Carolina, Wilmington at the beach to New York in an hour? It's like a different world. So let's see. It looks like it was 8:44 and it was 71.
Who's got the Xanax? Tequila? Vodka? In highly caffeinated coffee? I'll take anything at this moment. Help!
And cloudy. And so we're still in the taxi.
Yeah, we still haven't even fucking got to the hotel yet. And I need the loo already.
And here I am at the hotel. Okay, the Crosby is my favorite hotel.
We know.
It's where I love to stay. But it was the most expensive it has ever been because we're coming right off of Fashion Week. And
sorry, ladies, I need a minute. I will be back. Hi guys, sorry about that, I'm back. And sorry for saying ladies. I'm always saying ladies and I'm forgetting our gents, so you know I love you. I would never forget you. Right, let's get back to this nonsense, shall we?
Like it was 8:44 and it was 71 and cloudy. And so we're still in the taxi. And here I am at the hotel. Okay, the Crosby is my favorite hotel. It's where I love to stay. But it was the most expensive.
Is it me? I can't take my eyes off of that bit there in her lips. Right there. It looks like it's all, I don't know, inflamed, blown up for some reason. Apart from that, I was thinking her lips look really nice today. I like whatever colour she's got on. But now I'm concentrating on that bit and I can't see anything else.
It has ever been because we're coming right off of Fashion Week, and I believe there were a lot of people in town for the summit, NATO summit, and there was just a lot of stuff going on. So it was just crazy expensive.
So why did you pick that time to go? Why didn't you say to whoever was doing the photo shoot, which I'm sure you could have got done at any time, and your trip with Mummy Moscato and whatever her name is, Kelly, could you have not arranged it for another time when it was cheaper? Oh, hell no. Why would you do that? Why would you be fucking sensible and logical and try and save a few quid? No.
I wanted to stay where Kelly wanted to stay, and both of us decided it just wasn't worth the money, especially when you're staying with someone. We had separate rooms, but it's just a lot more fun when you're at the same hotel with someone. So we ended up staying again at the public hotel. So here I am getting out, and it's got this really pretty.
Can you imagine that poor taxi man? Will you just get out of the fucking taxi, woman? What are you doing? I'm opening the door, I'm taking photos, I'm taking more photos. You're not the queen.
A little walkway, with all the little bushes going down to it. And then here I am outside of my room. So I'm already in the room. Check-in isn't actually until 4 o'clock, but I got so lucky. Like, this is one of the luckiest things when I'm traveling because I love getting somewhere really early. It's kind of like cheating. It's like you get the whole day there without having to stay the night before. And so I was so happy that I got this room. And let's see, I'm on the 8th floor. And you guys have seen this hotel room before, but they're very small, very small. The only thing that would make it just perfect is if this counter space were a little bit bigger.
I will dig out a picture of my counter space in my bathroom, the family bathroom, the only bathroom in our house, and show you how much counter space we have. Why is
But it will not
all of that not big enough for you? Why? I can't. You're away for the 9 millionth time in New York, where you love to be, with your friend, in a fancy hotel, and you're still not fucking happy. What a waste of food. I'm sorry, they're selling Snappy Snaps. I'll find that clip one day. I nearly had it the other day. What do you call it? They're like scissors, but they're not. They're for the kitchen. They're like big and they're just opening in packets of shit, and then they're throwing it in the bin, basically, because what are they doing with it? Nothing. Oh, let's cut all this cotton up. Such a waste. Actually, it's a video. I can show you the video without the sound, so you don't have to listen to me babbling over the top. But it's like, you can see the size of her fucking thing there. There we go, you don't even need to watch the video. There you go. That's what I have. And she's in teeny... Shut up. She's in... a room with all that counter space, and she's complaining. This is what the whole family have. Brush your teeth, wash your face, wash your hands, blah de blah. We've got from here to there, and it's the width of a fucking... well, it's less than the width of a toothbrush because it stops there. Like I said, when I brush my teeth, I have to put my head against the wall to spit in the sink to make sure it gets in the sink, because you can't do it front ways because you hit your head off the wall. There we go. Try fucking dealing with that, you ungrateful bin. I just can't with this woman. What the... It's the length of her fucking chaise long or whatever the fuck that is there. It's not long enough. Oh, that's a great picture. I just cannot be doing with people like her. Ungrateful, pain in the fucking backside.
It's perfect, as if this counter space were a little bit bigger, but it will not even let me open my caboodle. I have to put my caboodle on there and let some of it hang off, and then I'll put it up and put it on the table.
How about you get your stuff out of your fucking caboodle, you fuckwit, and line it up on the counter space, and then when you're going, put it all back. And I haven't put this thing back how it should be, so I don't know if you've missed half the picture now or not. I shall go back so you can see. Can I? Can I? Please, can I?
Isn't actually until 4 o'clock, but I got so lucky. Like, this is one of the luckiest things when I'm traveling, because I love getting somewhere really early. It's kind of like cheating. It's like you get the whole day there without having to stay the night before. And so I was so happy that I got this room. And let's see, I was on the 8th
I was so happy that I got this room, but
floor. And you guys have seen this hotel room before, but they're very small, very small. The only thing that would make it just perfect is if this counter space were a little bit bigger, but it will not even let me.
How is it small? I'm sorry, I don't understand. There's all of this room here, and a fucking double bed or whatever that is there, and your wardrobe. What more do you need in a fucking hotel room? Are you having a fucking party with the local football group or something? It's just you. You do know there's people that are fucking homeless and starving, don't you? You ungrateful twat.
Open my caboodle. I have to put my caboodle on there and let some of it hang off, and then I'll put it up and put it on the table. But all in all, it is a beautiful, clean room, a very comfortable bed. I really like it. It really, vibey. It's a very young person's hotel. Let's put it that way. When you're at the Crosby, it's more families, older people like my age. When you're here, it's not that they're so much younger, but it's all techie people. Everyone's got their laptop out. It's just a different vibe. It's kind of like hipster, I guess. Here's the bathroom with a nice, good shower, I have to admit. And then they do have like these cabinets that pull out or open up, and I could put all of my hair tools and everything in there.
So you could put all the shit out of your fucking caboodle in there too, couldn't you? Fuckwit.
I took the most hair tools and accessories I ever have this time because I had that photo shoot on Friday. We got there on Wednesday. And actually, in a perfect world, I would have gotten there the day before and gotten that over with because it was kind of like on my mind the whole time. And you guys, we're in the middle of like a slight hurricane thing here in Wilmington. So it's raining, dark, and I'm having to use my extra lights. So sorry if it's washing me out.
I wish it would fucking wash you out and shut you up. Speed you up a bit, possibly.
You're not going to let that stop us.
I hope the new lady that came, whose name I've forgotten, once you get to know me, you'll realise that I don't remember much, but I do remember you saying that you sped it up. I hope you have us on double speed, because this is going to be a fucking long one.
Getting these done so I can put my stuff up and tell you everything while I'm still kind of in the moment. Okay, so we got there Wednesday morning and my photo shoot wasn't until Friday. So I knew that I was going to have to wash and do my hair over. And now that I don't have extensions in, who cares? It's so easy. It's so easy. Best thing ever. I don't regret getting them in. I don't regret anything. I just am loving this moment of having easy hair. Now today, when I get through with this video, I will probably pin it up and try to preserve this style because I am trying to go like 3 days without washing it and, being kind to it. But I took my Dyson hairdryer, my dry bar wand, and my big 2-inch curling iron, and I used every single thing. Then I had a good closet. Here's my outfit without the blazer. It was hot there. So I changed clothes. I was waiting for Kelly to get in, and I put on those jeans that I showed you on my Friday video, that kind of like anti-capsule wardrobe. These are so cool. The only thing is I did not like the way they looked on me because I didn't bring a belt, and they kind of puckered at the top. They went out like that. I've got on this Aritzia top, just my flip-flops and my...
Isn't having a belt in your case a basic when you're a fashionista? And thin? I've never needed a belt. I've had a few, but I've always been self-conscious of wearing anything with a belt because of my mother. But when you're packing to go away somewhere, don't you think, oh, just in case something's small on me? Oh, no.
Bag. So I headed out and was walking. Here, I'm walking down the sidewalk.
Oh, here I am walking on a real sidewalk, not like we have in Wilmington. Oh, and I got so far and they had all these metal bars up. I don't know what they're for. I think you might play them or something. Or maybe you swing on them and you get your exercise in on the way to work.
I was going to go to Crosby and just have breakfast. But right when I was walking down the sidewalk, I got a message from Kelly, and she had just landed. And I thought, I was starving. I really was. Let's see, at this time, it was 9:52, and I'd been up since 3:30. And I thought, but I'd rather wait and eat lunch with her and, greet her when she gets here and all of those things.
Greet her when she gets here, like you're the native New Yorker. Yeah.
So I went back to the hotel, and I asked them at this little bar. I'll put all my pictures up here. They have like bagels, all kinds of baked goods, breads, all kinds of like healthy snacks. And looks like most people are there getting some type of coffee. It's kind of like a Starbucks or whatever. So I asked him, I said, do you have anything that just is like eggs or anything like that? And he said, well, we have an egg, cheese, and turkey sausage sandwich. And I said, okay, I'll take that without the bread. So I got it, and I thought, this is perfect. It was really small. I didn't expect a whole lot. I just wanted something to just kind of hold me over so that we could take our time. I took one bite, and I was like, what is that? and you guys know I am not a food snob. I eat at McDonald's and I love it, but I am not a turkey sausage. To me, it just like grossed me out. It looked like Spam, which I've never even had Spam.
I'm not a food snob. Oh, but it looked like Spam, even though I've never had Spam. So how would you know what it fucking looked like then if you've never had it? Oh, I have never in my life met anyone more fucking annoying than you.
I don't buy any sausages, nothing like that. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm not going to eat that. So I ate the egg and cheese on top of it. And then here is the carousel that is outside of the hotel. This was not here a couple of years ago when I stayed here, when I went to New York for the Zara Barbie event, but it was there last time. I'm not sure of the story behind that, but I do know that smoking pot is legal in New York and there are lots of people out there doing it. So I don't know if it's part of the activities out there or what, but I mean, it's
just because people are smoking pot doesn't mean they're connected with the fucking carousel, you dumb fuck. How far are we in? 12 minutes. Good God. We've got an hour of this. I'm going to take another break because I can't. She's getting on my fucking wick. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I have done everything to not have to do this video. I've done the weekly food shop. I've been having conversations with people. I even edited a bit of this video because I wanted to put something on there. And it's like, what can I do now? Damn, I've got to do the video. Don't make me. Okay, here we go.
But I mean, it's cute and pretty. Okay, so before Kelly got there, I changed clothes because I didn't like the jeans. I didn't feel like they looked good on me. So I just threw on those Aritzia drawstring pants that I was wearing in Friday's video. I love those so much. They are just such a good mix between a dressy pant because they're that crepe and just a comfortable pull-on drawstring pant. Okay, and then we headed out. Oh, you know what? Nope. I laid down. Here I am laying down, taking a little nap.
Oh, look at me, aren't I gorgeous when I'm lying down with all my hair and my makeup on? Really? Lisa, we don't want to see pictures of you in bed. We're not the least bit fucking interested.
Because when she messaged me, she had just landed. So it took her a while to get, to her luggage. I think she called an Uber and to the hotel. So I laid down for just a little bit, closed my eyes. And then when she told me she was almost there, I went downstairs. And I knew this is something that always happens, but when I was originally walking before she landed, I had this guy really kind of clocking me. That when I was walking down the sidewalk, he came up from the subway and he looked at me looking at my map. That's right there with smiling too big. I mean, how obvious is it that I don't know where I'm going? I'm by myself. So as soon as he looked over at me and noticed me looking, I felt some kind of way. So he was ahead of me walking. Well, he checked on me a few times looking back. And then he did this thing where he stepped over and made me walk in front of him. And I didn't like that. So I just went to the left. I remember I had to walk around a lady in her stroller. And I was thinking, oh my God, that's so rude. But my instincts and my intuition told me that I just didn't like the way I felt. And he looked back at me again. And then right then Kelly messaged me. And so I got on back to the hotel and I thought, okay, I'm in a place I'm not really familiar with. It's Christie Street. It's right outside of Soho. And I thought, let me just get back to the hotel and take it easy. So then,
how do you know? I mean, I'm not saying don't trust your gut and go with your gut feeling and do a U-turn and go back on yourself and get away from the weird man that just came up out of the subway. But on the other hand, he could be a local who's looking at you thinking, has she figured out where she's going yet? Or shall I offer her assistance? But you immediately thought there was something odd about him. I mean, there could very well be. I'm not saying she's wrong, but do you know what I mean? That was her. And maybe you shouldn't go about looking at your fucking map. Look at it before you leave the hotel, you fuckwit.
When I walked outside, I thought, well, let me walk outside and greet Kelly at her Uber so that I can help her in with her luggage. So I went out on the sidewalk and I was standing there. I was right past the merry-go-round, and this guy comes all the way off the sidewalk, walks all the way up to me and asks for money. Said he needed a breakfast sandwich. And it startled me because I wasn't really like on the street. I was like up at the hotel. And I said, no, thank you. Like he was selling something. It was the first thing that came out of my mouth. And so I just turned around and beelined it into the hotel. Well, he followed me in there and he was like walking around. And, you know, I have often, many times, just when Brooke and I were in Boston, given money to people. It's not.
Oh, really? Do you? Really? You give money to people? But you won't go to that altar because of the woman and her children begging for money? She's only saying this now because we've pulled her on it. I always give money. If you did, you'd do it and you wouldn't make a song and dance about someone coming up to you asking for money.
Not that. It's not that I'm heartless. It's just that I'm afraid and I'm trying to be smart. And there's been so many things that have happened lately where it's not even about money. It's just like people getting bashed over the head or whatever else. So that it probably gave me a good little feeling right from the beginning of being careful. So I went back in and had to wait for Kelly just to get in the building. And then we headed out. And I think that was the only time I ever felt that way the whole time. So John did say he felt better with me being with someone, and I understand. So
yeah, because you're a dumb fuck on your own, that's why.
At 11:22, here we are at our first meal. And I will go ahead and say my first day of meals was such a bust. It went downhill. And if you're new here, I eat the carnivore diet. I have a sensitive stomach. And when I travel, I do go off the rails a little bit. Not that I eat sugar or carbs, that I eat things that I wouldn't typically eat because I have to. And because I'm already a downer. You know what I mean? I'm already not going to all the best places and eating all the best cupcakes and donuts and crepes and all this other. I already feel like I'm a little bit of a drag when it comes to eating. So we went to this place and it was called, I'll tell you in a minute. So it's like Frida's mom, I believe. And
it's called, I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, it's Frida's mom.
Right when we get in there, everything looks great. And I asked, are you guys still serving breakfast? He said, yeah, we serve breakfast all day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. So I get 4 scrambled eggs with cheese and a side of bacon. And I am eating it. The eggs were I think they might have been, and it's because when you're used to eating so many eggs and your taste buds are so good, like after you quit eating carbs and sugar and stuff, your taste buds are just really, really strong. You can just taste.
What a shame. After you stop eating sugar and carbs and things, you have the really best taste buds, and then you can't taste nice things because you can't eat them.
Everything in every drink or meal. And the eggs tasted kind of weird. And then we get the receipt and it was duck bacon. And I was thinking the whole time, this is the weirdest bacon. I almost had to fold it up to be able to eat it. And when I saw that, yes, it's Jack's wife, Frida, in Soho on Lafayette Street is where we.
Still carnivore? What's your problem? I pity the poor duck. There's a swan I didn't even read where it was. An antisocial, extremely arrogant black swan has been banished from the town centre because He's scaring everybody and nobody likes him. And it's like, oh, for God's sake, just go up and talk to the damn thing. Tell him to fuck off. What does he want? Something to eat? Right, we'll get you something to eat, Grumpy. Come on. But no, everyone's complaining about him, poor thing. 2 Diet Cokes, 1 Coke, 1 Evian, 1 chicken kebab, 2 eggs scrambled, add cheese, 1 side of duck bacon. I thought you said the fucking eggs tasted weird. Didn't she say the eggs tasted weird? Now she's going on about the fucking bacon.
Bacon. I almost had to like fold it up to be able to eat it. And when I saw that, yes, it's Jack's wife, Frida, in Soho on Lafayette Street is where we went. I had that taste in my mouth for hours. I think until we ended up stopping later. But it's not like I think there's anything wrong with it. It's just that's not what I wanted. You know, I wanted real bacon. So that was strike 2 for the day. So here's Kelly and I headed out for the day. We're like, we can't believe it. She's the only friend I have that likes to shop as much as I do. So
I wonder when she goes back, does the other one, sorry, I can't remember your name, say, how the hell do you put up with her for days on end? How do you do it? Because I don't think I could.
here we are. We're headed out, and the first place we go is Mango. Because I had planned on bringing a pair of black jeans, and I forgot to. So I thought, well, let me go in Mango.
Oh, let me go buy a pair, because it's not like I haven't got a house full of them at home. It's your own fault if you forgot them. Do without.
See if I can get a cool pair of black jeans that you'll see me wearing at the end. And I saw this leopard faux fur. You guys, this was so good. If you are in the market for a leopard faux fur, it was so pretty.
See, this is your problem, Lisa. You go out and instead of buying a bag that you like the look of, you buy 10. And instead of buying 1 faux fur, you buy 10. So then, 8 months down the line, when you see another one that's really nice, you can't buy it because you've already got 16,000 of them at home. Do you see the problem? Maybe don't buy more than one when you're buying something.
So I did get the jeans, and then we stopped at the Finelli Cafe and had a Coke and a Diet Coke and just talked and people watched and just took it all in. Looks like this was 114. Then here we are in Soho. I think we're in Chanel. I went to go see one of the girls that we met there, actually, when it was Kelly and Christina and I. It's Janelle.
Christina.
She works there, but she was off that.
Is that her name, Christina? I'm sorry, Christina. I keep saying the other one, and that's very rude. I will try my best to remember your name, but I'm shit at remembering things lately. So, whoops. I don't know why I remember Kelly. I suppose Kelly's an easy name to remember, isn't
Day.
it?
And so you see I've got my...
What happened there? She never says, oh, and here we are, and doesn't Kelly look beautiful? I love this picture. We both look so happy. And I was wearing, and I and me, and I and me, and me, and I.
One of the girls that we met there, actually, when it was Kelly and Christina and I, it's Janelle. She works there, but she was off that day.
Oh, how very dare she.
So you see I've got my mango bag so far. This necklace at Chanel, look how pretty it is. It's the only little teeny delicate Chanel necklace I've ever seen. And it was right around, I think, $1,300. And I had it on my...
That's nothing to you, is it? 1,300? What's that? Fuck all. That's not even a bag. You could buy 10 of those. I wish you'd make it bigger so we could see it. What are the things? Are they gems or I don't know? I've got hooked on the engagement thread on Reddit, and all I've been doing is looking at other people's engagement rings and how excited they are. But then there's others on there going, oh, is a 2 carat big enough, and what else should I have in my stack? And it's like, really? Isn't your husband more important than the fucking ring and the dress? But what would I know? I've only been married 30 years.
my mind, but I had a shopping list,
Oh,
and I
there
was
we
really
go.
trying to, because I was going to be there like an extra day than I typically am. I was really trying to pace myself. And so I did not get it. And then, you know what's so good is in the next day, I could have gone back and gotten it, but the feeling was kind of over. So here's Kelly. I was taking her some photos of the day. She was really good about posting on Instagram. I used to be better about that, about posting in the moment. But then what happens is I have so many DMs that it takes me hours at night to message everyone back. And then it's like, also, it's like you're not as much in the moment. And I always know I'm going to do these videos. So that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, any
We went in the
excuse.
Real, and it was, it's so good in there. It's all these high-end pre-owned things, and I saw this Chanel handbag. You guys, this is
You've got
such a
that
deal. It was
one.
so hard for me not to get this, but I have so many things like it. But it had the two-tone turn lock. It was I think it's a Mademoiselle bag. It was like $3,000. It was so pretty. It was the perfect Chanel bag, especially.
I can hear James screaming. Use another word, fucking hell. So pretty. Why is she taking a photo of it at such a fucking awkward angle so we can't even see the damn thing?
I really love vintage handbags. I love it. I think they're just as chic, just as good as new ones. But I
Just as chic, just as good. They're better.
didn't get it. Then we went to Gucci. Okay, we had the best guy helping us. His name was Jeff. And I wanted to try these black Gucci sparkle loafers. Let me go get them. Okay, so here they are. I've told you about these before. I adore, so comfortable, so fabulous. I think they call them light pink, but they're kind of like the nudie Gucci slides that I have, but those are backless. These have the back, and that scared me just slightly, just because I was curious.
Oh, it scared me. Why do things fucking scare you? I bet she's a fucking nightmare to live with. I couldn't cope with her for more than 5 minutes, I swear to God. Oh, I'm sorry, I need the loo, I've got to go, bye, see you, bye, bye, bye. Fuck off, out of my room.
If they were just as comfortable. But one of you messaged me and said that you have them and that you love them. So I got these. Look at
One of you mentioned me and said you've got them and you love them, so I got them. Yeah, she might love them, doesn't mean you're going to, does it?
how beautiful they are.
Sake.
Gucci has the prettiest shoes this year. So I got the 8.5. And I'll go ahead and say I am feeling, I don't know what it is. I think, first of all, in the fall and winter, I tend to dress a little bit more chic and capsule wardrobe. And I think with taking.
You've got words that you just repeat ad nauseum. Pretty, chic, capsule wardrobe. I tend to dress capsule wardrobe. No, that isn't a thing. That's not how you explain it. And chic is your new word. It's replaced cool girl. It probably would have been cool girl a few months ago. Sorry, they've got a coat on QVC. Looks quite nice. Why does anybody take any fucking fashion advice from this woman?
Get out my extensions and my hair being a little shorter. I'm just feeling that vibe. And loafers. Ever since I saw that photo of the girl in the Saks catalog with the frame outfit on and the loafers, you guys know I've been so into the loafers. And so what I did today, and then I'll get on with
Doesn't make you look anything like her though, Lisa.
this, I grabbed my Prada loafers that I actually have had on my website for half price forever. I don't think I've ever even worn these outside, and none of you guys wanted them, so I am going to give it a go. And I watched a video that said one thing to do with the chunky loafers is to wear with a heavier wide leg jean. And I was like, yes, because
You haven't worn them because you don't know what to wear them with. That's what your fucking closet's for, and the full-length mirror. You try stuff on and walk up and down and see, do you like it? But see, you can't even do that because you're too fucking stupid to put an outfit together, yet you sit there pontificating, telling me how to dress. Oh, fucking woman.
When I bought these, I wasn't wearing as many long, chunky, or wide leg jeans as much. And so I am going to try these again. I'm in my loafer moment. And matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole video on how to
Ooh, I
style
can't
the
wait.
different loafers, like the mule, the soft moccasin type, these chunky ones, and all of that. And then
That you found out from other people, you haven't figured out on your own. No, of course not. Why don't you just give us the link to the video that you watched and we'll go and watch that one instead?
I'm going to show you something else in a little bit that I want to wear them with. But back to Gucci. I had just read that the Marmont Gucci belt is back. Well, to me, it's not something like the Marmont Gucci belt or the Gucci print or a Chanel flap, a Chanel boy. Just because something was so popular when it first came out and then it kind of faded away doesn't mean if you wear it, it's bad. To me, it just becomes a classic. I still love.
A bag is a bag is a bag. You get dressed and you think, what bag do I want with this outfit? I like that one, I'm going to pick it up. No one gives a flying fuck what bag you're carrying. No one cares. Only you.
And wear my Marmont Gucci belt. It was before I even lost weight. And so, I have that extra hole puncher that I ordered from Amazon. And I always get belts in an 85, which 80 would be my true size, that I get the 85 and I just add an extra hole so I can wear them over something or with jeans. So this is the belt that I got. It is a little bit smaller of a Marmont. It's got that design in it. And what I liked about it and what I noticed instantly is, you guys remember the burgundy Dionysus bag that I bought a couple years ago and that I love? It has the same hardware. So it's not really gold and it's not really silver. Is it ruthenium? Is that what they call it? And it's beautiful. There's just like a certain...
Have they just made up a new name for it? So it's not pewter then?
sparkle to it, the way it is. And so I got that and I love it. I really think, especially now that I'm like loving all the cashmere sweaters and the black pants and denim and everything, a belt takes you a long, long way. Okay, so now
would it take me to America to visit my friends? Would it take me out of this fucking bedroom?
let's get back. Here I am in the pink Gucci restroom. I just thought it was so pretty. And then they actually had, I'd already drinking a bottle of water.
You'd already drinkened a bottle of water. Uh-huh.
Thought it was so pretty. And then they actually had, I'd already drinking a bottle of water that they gave me. I'm really good about drinking water when I'm traveling. And you know, when you go in these luxury shops, they always ask you if you want some water or champagne or anything. And so I always drink their water. And Kelly was shopping. She ended up getting a handbag there that you probably have seen on her Instagram. And I actually purchased the loafers first, and then I purchased the belt, 2 separate ones. So he asked me, did I want anything else to drink? I said, well, would you happen to have a Diet Coke? And they did. So here the guy.
Oh my gosh, they had a Diet Coke just for me.
I brought out the Diet Coke and the napkins. I saved them. They're actually little cloth cocktail napkins. I love stuff like this, like these little things like this. So that was super cool. And so it's like it was $2.52. We walked down the street.
You realise, Lisa, that they know. That's how they tell who has money and who doesn't. If somebody had money, got a Diet Coke, they'd sit there, they'd wipe the corners of their mouth and they'd put the thing down and they'd leave. They've got you pegged.
street and turned, and the Louis Vuitton pop-up shop with the makeup was open. Right there, it's the same little area where they had the pop-up shop for the Murakami collection, and I played with that big old machine and all of that kind of stuff. And so Jerry, my rep from Louis Vuitton, had already offered to make us an appointment to get our makeup done. But
Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. It's me, Lisa. Remember me, Jerry?
neither one of us wanted to have an appointment. And I've already kind of been there, done that. I've gotten the Louis Vuitton lipsticks that I want, and we didn't want to waste time doing that. But we did walk in there, and it was really pretty. The eye palettes were pretty, but I wasn't tempted. Okay, so here we are on Prince Street at Prada.
Pretty. How many times can we say that word, Lisa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there 16 options, or are they the same ones, just all laid out? I do like that compact, I must say. It does look cute. Wouldn't buy it, but normally you see Ponzi makeup, don't you, from all these posh people, and you're like, nah. But they did a good job with that.
I wasn't tempted. Okay, so here we are on Prince Street at Prada, and Kelly was kind of looking for a leopard handbag. So we were going in, of course, we would have gone in all these places anyway, but that was like on her list, and I had some things on my list. So here is the Prada store. They had a whole new, kind of like an Asian, I don't know if it was Japanese vibe going on there with the comic books. And they had some really pretty bags. I'm showing you those here now. And then that he gave us, I kind of complimented him. Actually, I was wanting to buy the Prada hair clip that I saw over a year ago. It was black, kind of not the full size, but not a teeny one. It was a good size, and the guy showed it to me and like clipped it. It looks good like as a bag charm too, but they quit making it, so I didn't get it. And then he gave us this from their show, the Galleria, and you do like this.
Oh, do you?
Like, it's like a movie, and it tells.
You do like this? You flip it, Lisa.
About their new collection, and I just thought that was cool. It's just like kind of like the Gucci napkin. I love stuff like this to just sit on a coffee table, a nightstand, or whatever. I thought that was cool, and it was very nice for him to do that. And then here we are. We're looking at the Soho Garden. That is so New York. The flower, I think Boston had them too. I guess it's a city thing, and I'm sure.
I was just going to say, it's everywhere in the world thing, Lisa. Just because you don't have flower shops in fucking Wilmington, which I'm sure you bloody do.
If I went to downtown Wilmington, we have this too. But I just loved looking at all the flowers. Then we saw the little cupcake bake shop, and Kelly was laughing the whole time. She says, I think you're getting me to eat everything you can't eat. And I said, no, I just don't want you to miss out on things that you like because you're with me, because I'm just such a fuddy-dud when it comes to eating. So she got I think she got a snickerdoodle bar and ate
I want to know what snickerdoodles is, because I play Wildflowers, and Lena, the lady that runs the shop, loves snickerdoodles, and it's like, I want snickerdoodles along with s'mores ice cream thing, that big bowl of thing that they had. You have really interesting things over there that we don't.
Sat there and ate a little bit of it, and then we went back to the hotel, changed clothes, and we were trying to decide on somewhere to eat. Okay, by this point, I am hungry. I don't typically get this hungry because here at home, I have a routine, and even when I travel, usually I have better luck at getting something that I like, but I was so hungry, and you know what happens when you're so hungry? You eat too much, and you make poor decisions. I don't regret it now, but I did that night, believe me. So we went to the Lower East Side to a really cool little, Kelly had called so many places to see if we could get in for dinner. And I did say I wouldn't mind going to a place where I could get like a steak or some chicken or a burger and maybe like the top of a pizza. Because a lot of times if you go to an Italian restaurant, they'll have both. Well, everyone we called couldn't get us in. And it was only like 5:30. And so we ended up going to this little pizza restaurant, and I hate that I don't know the name of it, but I got a
That pizza's fucking huge. Who's that feeding? That'd feed a fucking family of 4. She ate that whole pizza. No. Well, I know she's only eating the top of it, but still.
meat lover's pizza, and she got, I think, just 2 slices of pizza, and I ate the top of the pizza. I didn't eat it all, but I did some damage, and I was up all night. That's almost good for me because it reminds me of why I eat this way, because it made me feel like I couldn't sleep good. I couldn't get that cozy in the bed feeling. That's what happens when your stomach is unsettled. It just makes it where you just feel gross. And so that's okay. Now I know. Here is my little view.
Don't eat like a pig and eat a fucking family of 4 pizza in one go. That's what that should have taught you.
And the next morning, I got up bright and early. What time is it? Well, here it's just, oh, okay. So it says Bowery. That must be where the public hotel is. Bowery? It's on Christie Street. But here I am. I threw on my outfit of the day. It was...
Why do you always look like you're looking down your nose and you need a slap in those pictures that you take of yourself?
Raining. So we knew this day it was going to rain and we were going to go to Bergdorf because that's somewhere we can get an Uber, run inside, and be there all day. So I redid my hair with the Dyson wand. I didn't wash it, but I've never been one to like restyle my hair, but it works out. And I just threw on my cashmere. I think this one's from J. Crew, but I know Quince has one too. It's nice to have this little zip up cashmere because it's elevated a little bit and it's so cozy. And I thought that the breakfast or the restaurant downstairs that only opens on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I thought they served breakfast. And so I got up, got ready, and was down there to eat breakfast. Well, they only serve breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. So
Could you not get anything out of their other fucking menu to eat? Why does it have to be breakfast? Couldn't you get an omelette? What is her problem?
I proceeded to go to the Crosby. And I noticed when I got...
She just wanted an excuse to go to the Crosby and sit there looking like she's Lady Muck.
Out at the Crosby, they had like all the scaffolding up. It looked a lot different. And I asked the guy, it was the same, I knew the door guy, I was like going home. And he said that, I said, are you guys like building like a awning or a roof or something? He said, no, they did this to inspect the building. He said it was supposed to only take about 5 weeks. He said, and it's been up for 6 weeks and they haven't even started. So there is probably no telling how long that scaffolding will be there. But I was glad to get there. I had to sit in the bar and loved it.
You didn't get your special table by the window to window watch. And you're here doing this. What was Kelly doing? Did you ask her, did she want to come to the Crosby for breakfast?
I sat beside this couple and, okay, here's my breakfast. Okay, this is the yummiest breakfast ever. Like better. This is the best, yummiest breakfast I've ever had when I stay here. It's scrambled eggs. I did not eat all of these with American cheese, but I'm the person, you would think that I was like food deprived, but it's just my nature. I want to have as much as I want. And if I don't eat it all, that's fine. And then a large order of bacon and my Diet Coke. And then this will come into play later. I looked over.
Yeah, I looked over. I saw something somebody else was wearing and I just had to have it. So that was the rest of the fucking trip. Looking all over the place to try and find the shoes that this lady had. Because you can't pick your own stuff yourself. No.
At this girl, she was just so pretty, so chic. And she had these red Chanel little slingbacks on. And I had those in the two-tone, the classics, but I bought the wrong size. And mine were too small, so I ended up selling them on my website. Okay, so I eat, and then I go back to the hotel. So here I am at 10:19. Kelly's ready. She sleeps a little bit later than I do. And so I have on my Aritzia lightweight, just their crepe effortless pants in size 6, regular length. And then I have on that little cami that I showed you from Amazon bodysuit. and this little Zara jacket that I bought a couple years ago. And I wish I would have worn my flip-flops, but I wore my tennis shoes that day, my New Balance, because it was so rainy. It was like pouring down rain, and I didn't want the bottom of my pants to get wet. So I wore the sneakers. And here we are headed to Bergdorf. And Maria was working. So she was waiting on us, and she had already made us a reservation for lunch. That is those two meals, Bergdorf and the upstairs restaurant and Crosby. Those are my ultimate travel meals. Like when I eat those, I feel so good. I don't feel overfull. It just gives me the best feeling. So here we are in Dior, and I thought I might get this bag. It is the Chloe Paddington. But when I looked at it, I had actually looked at it the day before. I decided that I just love my blue black one with the horse charm so much that I didn't, and I had pretty much told myself, I don't need, and I won't even say need. It's like I didn't even want to shop for a handbag because like if I would have purchased one, I will put the picture of it up here. It was a new Gucci bag that was gorgeous, 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 and classy, chic, good price and everything. But I just have so
She thinks she's a New Yorker now. God help us all.
many bags that I want to use. So I really kind of just, I had belts on my mind, shoes, and some other things. So here we are. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this Dior lady bag with the New York newspaper print. And then this one with the Empire State Building.
Cute.
And then that's the
Now,
back.
see, they're the sort of things you go to New York and you buy. That's the thing. That's a bit of memorabilia. So that'll always bring you back to that point in your holiday. But because you go there every 5 minutes and you buy 2 ton of shite every time you go, it wouldn't mean anything to you.
Back of it. And then this wallet. Okay, this wallet is still on my mind just so I can get this design because I love it so much. So that's still on my mind. And then look on this one with the Empire. Look at the Statue of Liberty. It was like this marbled red color. Like details like that are what get me. So we went to Chanel and looked. Here's me doing an outfit picture. Okay, these bangles. It was a set of 3. And the only one they had with like the champagne or gold hardware was this denim. The black ones had silver, but I still have the black ones on my mind, but they're so nice. Aren't they pretty? Oh, I love them. Then we went upstairs to eat and they already had Christmas stuff out. So I took a few pictures of the Christmas. And then here is Kelly's sandwich she got. She got the chicken salad sandwich with raisin bread. And then I got my usual steak, no sides, no bread, anything, and the grilled shrimp. Okay, and here we are. Oh, this is like not my proudest moment on this trip. This happens to me, and this is why I usually avoid this. It happens to me everywhere. If you get me in a high-end department store, beauty and fragrance section, something comes over me and I do too much. So we went downstairs and I had the lipstick Chanel Mademoiselle on my list and they discontinued it. They've discontinued that whole line. We ended up giving me a little sample, which is here. And it's just a classic lip. And it's darker than I typically like.
He gave me a little sample. That's a full fucking lipstick.
And I gave it away. But it is good when you just want to dab on your lips and get that just a little bit of color, and I missed it. Then the girl there was so nice. I ended up getting this lipstick, which I really like. I'm not going to show you every single thing I got. But this
Why
is
not?
versatile. It's the velvet and our color.
That's the whole point of us watching this drivel, is to see what you bought.
Watch it for you. I mean, it is a good consistency. So just my typical nude. And then, okay, we had gone to Sephora earlier and I wanted to get the Prada lipstick. And I think the one I just got, yes, is this one. And it is P159. It's the really, really nude one that you can use to kind of lighten. And then I already had, no, this one is the one I got. I'd already had that one. This one is 811. Anyway, they're too light for most people anyway, but I like to use them to kind of, lighten and layer with. You know how I am. Okay, these. Not a good moment. Oh, you know what? I need to show you something else. Hold on. Okay. And then one thing I forgot to show you, Kelly is very much into beauty and fragrance. That's why we kind of really did the whole beauty floor at Bergdorf. Typically, I wouldn't have probably gone down there if I was by myself, but I knew she loves beauty.
Why not? You're a beauty lover. Why wouldn't you go down there? That'd be the first place I'd go. Looking at all the pretty things and all the stuff that smells nice. Why wouldn't you go there?
Beauty and fragrance too. And so that's that. But before, when we were upstairs, when we were going through the home section, they had these Nest fragrances. And we had two really nice guys and we smelled a lot of them. And these are their parfums. But you could use them, I guess, as home sprays too. But we both got this little sample packet, which is really nice because it was like $68 and you get to try all of them. And then I would say this is my beauty purchase. I'm not ashamed of this one. I've never had a fragrance from Dries Van Noten, and this one is called Rosa Carnivora. And so Kelly came over and told me, she said, you've got to come over and smell this fragrance. So when I went over there, they were the nicest group of people working at this counter. I mean, I enjoyed every minute of this. And this fragrance is a rose fragrance, like a funky rose fragrance, like I like. Oh, what else does it have in it? It is amazing. And I loved this bottle. You guys know how I'm a sucker for stuff like that. So I can't think of what else is in it. There was this one, and then there was one that was more funky. He said that one had thorns on it. This one is still a little funky. It's definitely a niche fragrance, but it has something else in it. And I decided it was meant to be. And I was just going to have a moment, and I was going to get that. So I did. And then when I swirled around the counter, they also had these lipsticks. And you got to pick out your case. And I picked out the ugliest two lipsticks, I think, that were probably there. I don't know how this happened. It had to be the lights, but look at these lipsticks. Like, I cannot even wear these, which they are.
Have you tried them on?
Like, you buy the case and the lipstick separate. But when I got home, because I didn't look at all this stuff when I was in the hotel. I was trying to keep my room real tidy. And so I had kept everything real packed up. And I thought, well, I'll try them when I get home. And so yesterday I tried them. And I thought, what did I do?
Have.
So I may try to they weren't crazy expensive. And I may try to get some better refills to go in here because I do love the cases.
But can't you just mix and match and layer with them? Fucking woman.
Very chic, old Hollywood, just a nice lipstick case like this. So then I got lots of samples. I met one of my subscribers at the Tom Ford counter. Okay, so this is me going by the, I kept looking for Burberry Beauty. Could not find it anywhere because I want to order some more blushes and eyeshadows. It was not even in the Burberry stores. So they didn't have it here either. So here I am going through Givenchy. This is 312. Just so pretty.
Why do you need to tell us the time? We don't care.
And here I am at Tom Ford, and Kiki is the rep that helped me. And we were standing there, and she said, you seem so familiar to me. And I said, well, I come in here every once in a while. And she says, no. And I said, I have a YouTube channel. And she was like, oh my gosh. And then she recognized me. She says, yes. And you talk about your daughter and your husband. And I said, yes. I hear.
Really? That's what they take away from your videos, that you talk about your daughter and your husband. Not she talks about herself constantly. Me, 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 me. Whatever.
Here we are taking a selfie and just having a good time, you guys. It's the best. I love meeting you. You just don't know. You fill my cup. So thank you, Kiki, for speaking out. And what's so cool is she was Kelly's favorite too. Kelly had already met her, and we both got a sample of the new Tom Ford Voyager Oud. I would have gotten it had I not just spent the money on that Dries Van Noten. Oh, and I did get this too. You know how much I'm loving the Chanel Mademoiselle? So I got the toilette. I'm wearing it today. John complimented me on it. I still prefer the primer. There's just something about that primer. I mean, I don't even know if it can be considered a fragrance. It's more like a body. I would consider it like a body spray, but I love it. Okay, so everything just so pretty here. Here we are wrapping up. I love this white Dior bag. Love it. And then here we are down the street it's the street where Louis Vuitton is on the other side. We went there and then we went over to Chanel. Is it 5th Avenue? I think it is, or 57th. I'm not sure. I get turned around. And, oh gosh, I haven't even shown you what I bought.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Let me back up. No, please don't. I'm not going to show you. Oh, I didn't show you. So are you showing us or you're not showing us?
At Bergdorf. Okay, I only bought one thing that day.
No. You bought lipsticks and perfume and whatever else
Where are they? I'm going to unbox them with you. Okay, this is the only shoebox that I brought home because I had to do some creative packing, especially since I brought all these hair tools and everything. So Kelly and I both had these on our mind. I have never gotten these. Maria has mentioned these to me so much because at any shoe department, what I always say is, what do you have that's comfortable but still good looking and chic that I can actually walk in and shop in? It is very easy to find a 1-hour shoe or a dinner shoe. That doesn't really serve me that well because I'm not going to those type of events as much anymore. And
as much anymore. When did you ever?
When I go out of town, I want to be able to walk. And she always talks about these. So I got them and I am keeping every little thing in case I end up selling them because I don't think I will though. I really don't because they're pretty
Oh, now you've bought a pair of ballet flats and you hated ballet flats, didn't you?
Uncomfortable just as it is, but it is the Chanel ballerina flats. And I have not been a ballerina flat girl since high school. I used to wear flats then. And I've always had a hard time finding flats that I feel good in. But now that I've been wearing more and more flat shoes, I feel better about it. And I've seen so many pictures of like Kate Moss in the black Chanel flats. They look really good with even black jeans. It's kind of like I got a different view of them. And then when Kelly and this was what really got me. This is what sealed the deal. Also, when I got my hair done, there was a lady sitting beside me. This was a few weeks ago when I got it cut my extensions out. There was a lady sitting beside me that had Tory Burch flats on, and I thought they looked really cute. So it's kind of like my mind has been opening up, and we saw this really pretty girl in St. Laurent. She was trying on some boots. She looked like a model, but in her 30s.
Off-duty.
So I don't know. She looked like she could have been famous. I don't know. She was real nice. She had on red Chanel ballerina flats with her outfit, and it just looked so good. And so she told us, you got to try on each one. They all run different sizes and everything. So we were like on a mission. So I did end up getting these. I got the 38.5. I did try on the 39, and they were too big. They slipped on my heel. So I'm going to take them today and have the rubber bottoms put on them. And I've never done this, but so many people talk about this. I'm going to wear them around the house with socks on to kind of break them in. And I'm going to give them every chance in the world.
You've never done that before. And you had the cheek to try and sell us shoes back in the day that were only sitting down shoes, and you said how comfortable they were, and then you lied. And then eventually you told the truth and said they were uncomfortable and you weren't going to wear high heels anymore. So you got rid of them and now you're buying them again. But at the moment you're going through a flat stage. Fuck's sake.
World to be my go-to because I love like loafers and flats, even with a sweatsuit and a blazer. Like I love that look. I guess it's just because I'm just not a sneaker girl. I'm just not. I'd rather have something on like that. So, like I said, we're going to have some styling videos coming up.
Woo!
So that was all I bought that day at Bergdorf. But here we are at the Chanel down the street. And I love this Chanel. This is one of my favorite ones. I had to take my jacket off. I had gotten so hot. Right in the middle of everything, I had a bunch of questions I had to answer on the fly with my lipstick. It was actually for the boxes of my lipsticks coming out. So I had a little bit of a stressful moment trying to get everything done before.
She got stressed out picking out boxes for her lipsticks. Why are you even doing it? Why did you even bother? Why didn't you ask Brooke to do it? She'd have had a lot more fun. And probably done a better job than you and all.
The lady went out of town. And so I ended up looking at the scarves. That is another thing. It's my mission. I am going to buy a scarf clip. I checked everywhere. It was on my list. I thought everybody made a scarf clip, but Chanel doesn't have one. I know Hermes does, but we didn't even go in an Hermes. I don't think Bergdorf had one, but that is what I'm going to do. And I was looking at the scarves in Chanel. They were so pretty. And then look at this brooch. The little chain moved on this brooch. It was gorgeous. And then look at these ties. Oh, what a gift to give a nice, well-dressed man is one of these Chanel.
Oh, John! Did she just kick you in the nuts, or did she just kick you in the nuts? I'm telling you, Jerry's on the list.
Chanel ties. We had the nicest girl helping us. Here's my Chanel water I drank. This girl, I took a picture of her because I was loving, I'm kind of feeling leggings a little bit more lately. Nice leggings, styled. And we're going to get into that soon.
Why do you have to take pictures of people? Does she know she's being plastered on your YouTube channel for the world to see?
And so, yeah. Okay, so let me show you what I got at Chanel. Okay, the scarves were beautiful. Like, there was like 4 scarves that I loved. And what really helped is this really young girl. I'm talking, how are you affording Chanel? But this like really young 20-some-year-old girl comes in looking at this.
It's none of your business how she's affording Chanel. See, that's what she does. She looks down her nose at people. Oh, surely you can't afford it. She's probably got more money than you'll ever see.
Scarves. And so I asked her, I said, how do you wear that? And she says, oh, I wear it in my hair. I wear it as a top, you know, all this stuff. So she helped me pick this out, she and Kelly. And when I put it on a lot of different ones because there was so many there that had really pretty colors, including this one. But when I put this on, it just was me. And then it had a little extra thing, extra detail is, see that heart bag? One day I want this bag. I really do. I really want that little heart Chanel bag. Maria sent it to me. It was available in pink one time,
Cool.
but I like the black one. And so this scarf has all of my colors. I mean, look at how gorgeous it is. And I thought this will look so good with like my moto jacket, all of my black blazers. I mean, even when I just put it around my neck. So I got it and I love it. That is one of my challenges. And I feel like now coming into the winter.
That's a challenge, to try and wear a scarf. Most of us wear them because it's fucking cold.
The fall and winter is going to be a good time for me to like watch some videos, and I need to get on TikTok. Forever, I thought TikTok was going away, so I've never been a TikToker. But anyway, and then Kelly was looking at, that's why it's good to have a friend with you shopping, because you'll look at things you probably wouldn't have looked at, which I do usually look at the jewelry. But Kelly was looking at the earrings, and I spotted these. I've got my, I thought I put on my Chanel. I decided to put on my Ideal Diamonds today. These earrings, my YSL earrings, and my big moissanite studs were the only earrings I took, and this ring. And then I got these earrings from Chanel. And what I like about them is just how vintage they look. To me, this looks like it's from the 70s. It's like Studio 54 Chanel earrings. I just thought they were so cool. So I got them, and I love them, and I had to pick everything out of the box.
Got 'em and I love 'em. Really?
But these come in a nice little case like this. Okay, I looked at belts there because I do want another Chanel belt, but I didn't get anything else that day. Okay, let me get to, we were walking down the street. We were going actually to Louis Vuitton, and these people were coming out of this building. And I said, what is in this building? What? It would be so cool to work right here. So that's that. And then this is the Louis Vuitton. There's just a bunch of people in the makeup section. It's the first time
Oh, how very dare they be in your way and ruin your vibe.
Kelly had been in this big Louis Vuitton downtown or midtown, right down from Bergdorf. And so this is that bag that I have told you about so many times. I might have to get it one day. It is so perfect. It is the perfect Louis Vuitton bag. It's black and brown, a pretty chain. It's a perfect size. It's a flap bag. It crossbodies. It does on the shoulder. So that bag.
Oh, it does on the shoulder. I'm sure Louis Vuitton loves to hear you speak about their stuff like that.
And then police everywhere. I loved it. Police were everywhere. So thankful for them. Here's the big Louis Vuitton
I'm sorry, if I saw police everywhere, I'd be like, what's occurring? What happened? What did I miss?
building. I've heard that that's not actually going to open for like 5 years. And then let's see. Okay, so what did we eat that night? We went back to the hotel and I forgot to take a picture of my dinner. But by that time, the restaurant was open and I got to have a burger and roasted chicken. It was delicious. It really was delicious. And Kelly really liked hers too. She had some kind of shrimp dish. Okay, so here I am Friday morning. They offered to do hair and makeup. I passed on that because I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to risk not liking my hair and makeup. So here's my outfit. It's the Aritzia dress, my YSL earrings, my Chanel 22.
Oh, right, yeah.
In black, and my Bottega heels. Best heels ever. They're so good. And so the photographer.
They didn't look like heels.
Here I am waiting for the photographer. And
you're having to
she
wait.
got there, and I didn't realize that we were not allowed to take pictures in the hotel until we had already taken some. And then, so they told us that. And so we left. We had to go up to my room so she could put all her stuff up there. And I'll try to cut to the chase here. And so we proceeded to walk all over town. She knew where everything was, but I did not think about it. And I just had my heels on. So we went all the way down to Soho. And I will say it was pretty good until, and I'll tell you, but I don't know if this guy does this on YouTube. I don't know if he's the same guy, but have you ever seen the guy that does what people are wearing? He doesn't do what people are wearing in New York. He stops people and says, hey, you look confident. What do you owe your confidence to? Okay, he stopped me and he was working with Charlotte Tilbury and they gave me a fragrance. And he filmed it and everything. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like on his YouTube channel or if it's going to be on Charlotte Tilbury. The photographer filmed it and they got my Instagram and everything, but it really smells good. It's Star Confidence because he talks to people about confidence. And so that was a really cool moment.
Right, so that's another one, is it?
Again, to get stopped and interviewed by someone like that. Looks like we were in Nolita for a little bit, and then we were in Soho. So we ended up taking lots and lots of pictures. I really enjoyed my time with her. I will, as soon as I get her permission, I will link her below. I'm sure when I show you photos, I'll link her, but she's from Ukraine. And I said, okay, we got through taking our photos and everything. It had been a couple hours. I'd already messaged Kelly. She had already gone into town. She was at Saks shopping. And I told her I would meet her at Bergdorf later and maybe we could do lunch there again. So we get through and I said, I'm going to call us an Uber. I don't want to have to walk all the way back with my heels on because I was really trying to preserve my feet. Well, I took a picture of this. Our Uber driver didn't come on the street. I think it was Green Street that he was supposed to come on. He parked way down on the next street, so we had to walk down there, and I twisted my left ankle in this hole.
Oh, diddums. She got her ankle stuck in a hole. How about you look where you're fucking walking, dingbat? Honestly.
With those shoes on. I did not fall, but let's just say my ankle is still swollen. Not good. So Kelly's meanwhile shopping. Here are some pictures. She let me take pictures of her pictures on the camera. So here's where I'm doing that with that guy. And then looks like we're taking the Peter Cooper. We're over by Peter Cooper Village. And I had gotten an Uber, Kips Bay. And I told the guy, I said, thank you for taking me this way. It's different. I loved seeing the water. And he said, well, actually, they were rerouted because of the UN and so many people in town. But it was a nice drive. I got to see the Coast Guard and everything. And then look at all these. I took a video of this. Look at all these policemen. I'm sure they were having like a meeting, getting ready to go out somewhere. And I met Kelly. So
No, they were just, nothing was happening, so they all thought they'd meet on the corner for a donut and a fucking coffee.
here we are, and I switched from my Bottega heels to my Gucci slides, the sparkly ones. Best shoes ever. Probably one of my all-time favorite high-end shoes as far as the way they look. I get so many compliments, and they're so comfortable. Love this dress. So we shopped a little bit in Bergdorf. Maria was there. We went upstairs, and here's Kelly took some pictures of me. We ate lunch. They had switched it to a filet. It was delicious. And then they treated us to a drink and dessert. So we didn't need the drinks, but we got the desserts, and Kelly tried a little bit of both of them. And then here we are. I'm taking pictures of her, but I did get something from Maria. I had that belt on my mind. And the first one I looked at was their classic just braided belt, but then I saw this one and love it. And it is reversible. So you just pull it, switch it, and now it's the burgundy. Isn't that so cool? And you guys know I already love this whole thing, like the strap on the bag. So I don't know. I will probably always wear black just because. But just, I do have those YSL shoes that are this color, the boots. But look at that belt. Is it not amazing? Timeless.
Isn't that what a thing, posh word that I can't remember, thing to do, wearing different designers all at once? Isn't that a bit of a no-no?
I love it. I love it. Oh, and then here, I'll take this off so you can see even the end on both sides has like the little Chanel. These are the details that you pay for. I love it. Woo. Okay, so here we are. I'm taking pictures of Kelly. She looks so good. I was like, girl, don't ever tell me you don't look good in black, because she looks so good. So we headed back to St. Laurent, and she got a bag there. I love it. And then we went to Gucci. And
have you come to save me from the what I wore, what I ate shite? Another break. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. This should be the last bit, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I had decided if I saw a good Gucci jacket, blazer that I liked, that I would get it. And I ended up getting this one. It is fabulous. Now, when she first brought it out, I said, I love that. I said, but I swear, I feel like I have a black one, but it doesn't look like that. Well, they looked it up, and I have the charcoal gray one, and it's double-breasted. This one is actually single-breasted and the black. So I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided. I thought about selling my other one. If anybody's interested, email me. But they're different enough that I'll probably keep it. Oh my God, look at this guy. He had his cat out in the middle of right beside the Louis Vuitton building with sunglasses on. You can't see. Chains, horns going, traffic, just.
He's been brought up on the front of his moped, and he feels safe with his owner. Not just any cat can go riding around in the middle of New York, but that cat's been brought up doing that. Honestly, she's the one that'd be blown away at trapeze artists at the fucking circus. Her whole life is one big, oh my gosh, look at that.
buzzing by. I went to take a picture and he told me I couldn't take a picture unless I paid him. And I mean, I would have, but even the walk, where everybody was going by so fast, I couldn't stop. But I cannot believe that he got a cat to sit on his moped out there like that. So then we get
I'm glad he told her to go fuck herself. You pay. You can't just go taking photos of people willy-nilly and thinking you can get away with it. I'm glad someone's finally fucking pulled you on it. Sorry, why is this... This wire's about 85 foot long and it keeps falling down the side of the bed and then getting wrapped up in something.
Uber back to Soho because I wanted to go to see Jerry.
I wanted to go and see Jerry. Jerry's my favourite. Jerry wears a tie. I like Jerry. I just said to Jed, I said, she didn't just fucking throw John under the bus. She kicked him in the bollocks with that tie thing. And I told him what she said and he went, I'm like, I know. Good job John doesn't watch her fucking videos, isn't it?
A Uber back to Soho because I wanted to go to see Jerry, my Louis Vuitton guy. So we went there. Here's Jerry. And
look at her. Here's Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Run, Jerry, run.
I just didn't see. I said, Jerry, I feel bad. I feel like this is the third time I've come to see you and I haven't bought anything. And he said, oh, don't worry about it. But I did just buy the lipsticks from him. And then Kelly and I had talked about it. She had on, and I'll show you back in her picture, look at these black loafers she was wearing. They're Sam Edelman. So I told her, I said, I want to go.
I want what you've got. I want a pair of them. I want to copy you. You couldn't go out on your own on a Saturday and go and shop at the local mall and get yourself a pair of fucking Sam Edelman or other loafers. No, you have to copy your friend.
Go to Sam Edelman. And we blew it out at Sam Edelman. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pair. Let me show you real quick.
5 pairs.
Okay, I wasn't going to show you because I want to do a styling video with these, but I just want to show you because they're so good. Okay, first of all, I got the loafers that she had.
I want to show you because I just want to brag.
On. They're different. They're not the Lorraine. I will link the exact ones. They did not have my size in black, but I want them. So I got.
But I want them. How dare they not have your size? Look at that face. All the stuff she's got and she's pissed because she hasn't got the shoes she wanted.
Like the creamy ones. I mean, a Griswold moment there, but I love these with like cream colored pants or jeans.
Oh, just throw them down.
All black. And those, I got these flats. We had 2 sweet girls helping us. So I asked her the same question. What shoes do you guys wear? What are the most popular? What shoes can we actually wear that are stylish? And so I ended up wearing these the last day and I'll report back. But these little, I felt like.
I ended up wearing these the last day and I'll report back. Can't you tell us now if you wore them?
They were kind of Kate Moss and edgy. And then I got these leopard Mary Janes, super cute. And then these. Okay, these have a little story behind them, the sheer ones. When this trend started, I was in the beginning of a little bit of a burnout, a little bit of a just whole life burnout, too much stuff. I had a bad attitude and everything. And when that happens,
you always have a fucking bad attitude, woman.
You don't realize how it affects everything in your life. I was on this mission that I was not going to wear what everybody else was wearing. And I had a really bad attitude. And I remember asking the girl that worked at Gucci, this is a couple years ago, what do most people wear when you see them shopping? It was right after the time that I hurt my feet and I blistered my feet up. And she kept telling me these and a pair of boots. And I'm going to show you the boots here because they do not look like anything I would like, but I may have to try them for us. And I never got any of these. Well, when we were in Bergdorf, there was a girl working and she had on a pair of these and they looked so beautiful. She had on tights with these kind of shoes and they looked beautiful. And she said they were an Alaya dupe. They didn't have my size of the Alaya. And so Kelly and I decided we wanted to try some. So I ended up getting these. They have black, but I on purpose got this kind of mocha brown because it's kind of like the pantyhose situation. I feel like these are softer and they look black when you put them with black. I just liked them. So I got those. And then this is just a spur of the moment, week moment. I saw them. I liked them. I thought they were
I saw them. I liked them. I got them.
cool. And I thought they would look good with jeans. I don't expect these to be so comfortable, but she said they actually were. I just love, okay, I know what it is. It's the patent leather. I am a sucker for patent leather, especially like cream patent leather. So I'm going to try these too. Okay, it doesn't stop there. Then when we were checking out, up at the counter, they had the girl in the picture wearing this coat. It's actually kind of like a raincoat.
Isn't it every shop that gets you at the fucking counter? It's either you're in a little line and you've got things either side of you and it's like, oh, I hadn't thought of buying that. Or there's a picture or there's something, and it's always right when you're checking out. It's like, oh, but you need this too.
But she was wearing it kind of like a dress, and the length is so good. I bought it. It is so
We can see you bought it.
cool. The leopard is so pretty. I just love it. Okay, so that night we went back to the hotel and we tried to get dinner anywhere, Baltazar, anywhere, and everybody was booked. So then we went to our hotel restaurant and she said they were booked. And then the guy came up and the girl said, can they just get in? It's just two of them. He said, okay, can you not stay any longer than an hour and a half? And, that was our last night. So we were like, yeah. So I had to just get 2 burgers. And they had this really good sauce. It was one of those. It was like a aioli mayonnaise special sauce. And it didn't hurt my stomach. So here are my packages before I unboxed them. Here is my jewelry. And then, let's see. Here I am the next day. Okay, Kelly's flight left early. Mine left at like 3, I think it boarded at 3:20. So I knew I needed to go get my parents' bagels. And then I knew I had time enough to go eat. So I got dressed. I put on this jacket. I put on my mango jeans, a bodysuit from Amazon, and those flats, and my Gucci bag. And I headed out towards, I got an Uber. Oh my God, this is so funny. I was on the corner. This guy runs up to the corner and I was like, oh my God, he looks like he's in the clothes from last night. So I went to take a picture of him and I think he saw me, but he looked like
Why are you taking pictures of strangers without their fucking permission? What is your major malfunction, Lisa? Do you do that in Wilmington? Just take pictures of people willy-nilly? You're lucky you didn't come across and fucking slap your camera out your hand.
to take a picture of him and I think he saw me, but he looked like he had gotten escaped from a car from the night before and was running from somebody. I was like, in New York, you just see it all. So here they had my table this time. So I sat there and ate my breakfast. It was so good. And then I headed out to just walk around and do some stuff in Soho before I left. And checkout time wasn't until 12. But what I did is I went ahead and packed up and put my luggage in there. They held it for me because I thought, it was so nice when I was able to check in early. If I go ahead and get out of this room early, then they can clean it and somebody else will get to check in early. So I just had them hold my luggage. So I was totally out of my room by the time I went to breakfast. And they had, on the weekends, it's so cool because they have all these street vendors and stuff out. And so here I am. I was on the way back. I was going to go on back to right around Crosby Street and then get an Uber. And I saw the Miu Miu store. So I walked in and I said, what is your most comfortable shoe? And and she said these. Actually, she's
like you needed more fucking shoes.
Said these, and then there's a pair of loafers. Both of them already have, okay, back up. My feet were starting to hurt from the Sam Edelman flats. Not in a hold it against the shoe way, but my left ankle, which was already broke down from falling in the hole.
It broke down.
Was, let me see. It didn't leave a mark, but it was at the point where I was afraid I was getting ready to have a little blister or a mark on the back.
Oh my gosh! A blister or a mark? Please, can we get to the end of this fucking torture?
Back of my heel. So I had already had my flip-flops in my bag. I'd already switched to my flip-flops. And I told her, I said, you know, I just got some Chanel flats, but they told me I needed to put rubber on the bottom, break them in. And she said, oh, people love these. She said, there's no break-in period. So they are so cute on the foot. What made me get these versus the loafer is because you could see that little bit of skin when I tried them on, even though I had jeans. And I like that. But the loafer is good. And if you like these, you just need to, where is the size? Size up half. Yeah, this is a 38.5. But these are, I mean, look at this. And look at the back. I'm not going to rub my heel. So we shall see what my favorite ones are. You know, and then I've ordered a few pair that I would see someone out and ask them. Like one pair is Mark Fisher. And then I saw this girl. Hers looked so cute with her little outfit. And they were Vince Camuto.
See, this is the latest obsession, flat shoes. She's going to buy every flat shoe known to man. And then in a few weeks' time, she'll say, I'm not a flat shoe girl.
Oh, but I don't know when she got them. I didn't see them. Okay, so here I am. I'm waiting for my Uber outside of Public Hotel. The bakery in the hotel, they told me they got their bagels from Brooklyn Bagels. So I had already gotten my parents a couple of bagels there and a piece of banana nut chocolate chip bread that they made homemade. So I had that, but I wanted to go to another bagel store. I didn't want to go to Pop's Bagels or Grabenstein's because I'd already been there. I wanted to try a new one. So the girl there told me that a popular one was, I'm getting ready to tell you, I think. Anyway, so I put in a double Uber, like you put in the first stop, a double stop.
Oh, she's a whiz at the double Uber now, isn't she?
And I saw these girls getting out of their Uber and I was like, yes, somebody that's got as much luggage as I do. They had more luggage than I do. Okay, so.
Yeah, but they probably haven't just come for 2 days.
Apollo Bagels in Greenwich Village. You guys, when we pulled up, I thought there's no way. There's no way all those people are waiting for bagels. So I go in this side door and this girl looks at me real mean and she says, there's a line out front. I was like, oh my God. I said, those people are waiting.
Oh my gosh, are those people wait? Oh, do I have to queue like a common person? Do they not know who I am?
For bagels? Look at the people outside this bagel restaurant waiting for bagels. Evidently it must be trending. So I got back in the Uber and I told the guy, I said, I guess I'm not going to, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't want to just take them 2 bagels from the hotel. So we found another bagel store called Go Bagels. And he said it was good because it was on the way to the airport. And they were out of all the good ones, but my parents said they were good. And so here I am at the airport with my bagels. I had already switched to my flip-flops and took a picture. Oh, they had some good magazines. I didn't get any. And then, oh my gosh, what is it? Yeah, I'm already home. And so my flight was really good. John picked me up and then we stopped by my parents and gave them the bagels, came home. And then yesterday, John and I went and ate at Waffle House breakfast. And then I went to go see my parents last night and my niece and my brother and one of their dogs. And then here I am with you.
She never mentions her sister-in-law, does she? Ever. Unless she's saying, oh, you could buy this for your sister-in-law or your mother-in-law. Tells me a lot, that.
So that is the total trip to New York with Kelly, a girls trip, and a photo shoot that I'll be telling you about soon. So today, you know what? I forgot to tell you one thing.
Oh.
We went to Aritzia after Sam Edelman. And I got 2 outfits. I told her I wanted some like sweatsuit travel outfits that weren't so thick. Their stuff now is so thick. It's so
because it's coming up to fucking winter, you
hot. So they ended up bringing me this outfit. I always have the best help. They let me sit down and they brought it to me. And I love it. So this is something just like I would wear with a blazer or coat over it traveling. And then I got 2 more of the black dress that I'm wearing. I will link it below. And this dress is so fabulous. The girl that was working at Gucci thought it was Dior. It is so thick and nice. It is the best dress ever. I will get every color. I didn't get the brown, but I probably should. But I got these 2. I've got some other events coming up, and it's just in medium. That makes it a little bit more of the perfect length for me. And then another outfit I got, it's their new Babaton. I'll link it below. But these pants, I told her I just liked stuff like this for traveling and, to be honest, for every day. And you got to pick either a zip, like you could get a zip hoodie type thing with this, a couple of different things, but ignore Sassy's hair. But I got this one. I felt like it looked...
Right, you're planning the video, you know what you want to show, you know there's hair on it, so why didn't you clean it before you clicked record?
With my chic vibes. Isn't that pretty? And you guys, it feels so good, and it's got stretch. So this is going to be the perfect travel, even if you're in the car. I like outfits that if I get there and I need to go on out and not get to change clothes, I can. So that was a good little trip there. And so what, did I get anything else there? I think that was it. And Kelly didn't get anything at Aritzia. I love Aritzia. We were sitting there and I told her, I said, I used to say it was Zara, that if I had one place to shop for the rest of my life, and I mean, I still could, but Aritzia, wow, I love that store. And it's always so crowded. We had so many bags. Then I saw this girl with this really cool oversized leopard bomber from the Frankie shop. And I was going to go look at it the next day. And I looked it up and it was faux leather and it was like $500. And I don't know, it's funny what I'll pay a lot for, but then what I won't. You know, like I just don't want to pay that much for a faux leather bomber. I'd rather have real leather. I forgot one more thing. The guy at the sunglasses place, I was looking at new sunglasses. This was at Bergdorf. He came up to me and he said, I've got the perfect pair of sunglasses for you. And I was thinking, you know, my whole issue, I need nose pieces. I need this. I like that. He came right back with these. I've never heard of this brand or this designer, Barton Pereira. And look how pretty they are. I wore them on my photo shoot. They're beautiful. I love the lavender. You guys know I love the whole see through the eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. They came in white too, but I liked the lavender. And goodness, that was a lot. I know. The girl at Miu Miu gave me this too as a free gift. It's like you can put it on your bag as a charm, but it's a shoehorn. Because with the ones I got, I don't have to do this, but with like the Prada and a lot of their Miu Miu loafers, like there was a young girl trying on the platform ones. Sometimes you need to get your foot in there good because of the way the back does. You know why you need a shoe.
You need to get your foot in there good because of the way the back does.
So anyway, okay, so I've already told you my nail polish is OPI Malaga wine. Happy fall.
Malaga,
thank you for watching.
You
I hope you
fuckwit.
enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank the Lord above, we've got to the end. And if you've got here with me, you know what you need.
There it is again. What do you think it is? A wolf? A bear? Wombles! Wombles!